Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ o. Your fire in me is my light to the world.
Welcome to Slur Academy.
Okay, today we want to talk about docking your effect. For example, we have a feedback effect here, like an echo, like a delay effect. Okay, now I've created an auxiliary channel, and on the auxiliary channel I have an H delay, and I have a Valhalla plate reverb. All right, so the H delay is passed to the Valhalla plate, which means the H delay is going to process the vocal coming from the track into this FS channel, and the signal from H delay is going to send the complete wet to the Valhalla plate. Okay, so it means your delay is going to be reverbed. All right, now when you send the signal from the lead track, sending it through an FX slot to the FS channel, okay, you have the name of the FS channel, the auxiliary channel, which is FBK, meaning feedback. All right, you have something like this. Now, what I want you to notice is that there is no form of docking. I don't want the lead vocal to be competing with the delay effect that has been added. All right, so I want the effect, the feedback effect, to be docked. What do I mean by that? I want the feedback effect to be suppressed at the point where the lead vocal is actually coming up front. Then when the lead vocal is dropping the signal, then I want the feedback effect to take up and fill up the space. Actually, that is the purpose of adding a delay effect. You want to fill up a space. You want to roll over a space, but you don't want the feedback, the delay effect, to compete with the actual lead. You get the idea? So when the lead vocal is playing its part, you want the delay effect to be suppressed. Then after the lead vocal finish, you want the feedback, which is the delay, to come up and fill up the empty space. All right, so without the feedback you have something like this.
Your fire in me is my light to the world.
So you can see these empty spaces, you want it to be filled up. So you want a feedback, you want the delay effect to roll over these empty spaces and fill up the space. Okay, but because the vocals are close together, there are no much spaces in between them, so you don't want the feedback effect or the delay effect to compete with the next word coming in while the feedback is rolling over these spaces. You know, it's going to roll over depending on the feedback time. You understand? This is 40%. Depending on the feedback time, it's going to take time for the feedback to roll off. You will see a decrease in volume or intensity of the delay when the delay is rolling off. All right, so it's rolling off. Okay, some of it is going to spill over the lead vocal, and you don't want that to compete with the next line, and that is why you are introducing what we call a sidechain. Now, this is what you notice immediately you activate the feedback, sending it to the auxiliary track. All right, when you listen to this, now you see that the feedback is still rolling upon other vocals. So what you need to do is add a compressor. After the feedback effect that you have created, the delay into the Valhalla, you are going to add a compressor. And this compressor, the work is to suppress the feedback while the lead is playing the upfront role. Now this is the gist. You want to send this signal from the lead vocal. You want to send it to the compressor as a signal, an input signal, or as a sidechain input. So you want to send the lead vocal into the compressor sidechain input. The compressor is going to receive an input signal through the sidechain from the lead vocal track. How do you do that? The first thing is to activate the sidechain by clicking activate or deactivate sidechain. After that, you go into the setup sidechain routing. Okay, now you are going to add a sidechain source. When you add a sidechain source, you are going to look for the name of the track and just search for it, LEAD. Then you see the lead here. So you are going to go ahead and add this lead. It simply means that the signal from the lead track is going to pass through the sidechain into this compressor. All right. So it's going to be using the strength, which is the dB, the strength of this signal coming in to duck or suppress the effect of the feedback. You get the gist? So pay attention to the GR. You notice that a signal is coming in, pushing down through this GR meter. Now this is your sidechain coming in, and when it's coming in, it's pushing down the signal of the feedback. All right. So set your attack to the minimum. Then your release depends on how soon you want the effect to roll off. All right. So you notice the empty space is where the delay effect will come up, and immediately the next line comes in, the feedback effect is suppressed. Another way you can go about this is by writing an automation. Okay, writing an automation. For example, so on this line, you don't want the feedback to roll upon this. You can just write an automation to switch off the effect at this point between this place and this place. Okay, so you want to switch it off. So when it is playing, pay attention to the feedback. You notice that it will switch off automatically when it gets here. So it means there is no feedback effect working here. Then it comes up again after this line. All right, to continue to fill up the space. That is another way you can do that. Writing an automation or creating a sidechain on a compressor to suppress or duck the effect of the delay that you have applied to the line.
I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like it, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notification bell so that you get notified whenever we drop more tutorial videos like this. Go practice and get better.